eggnog riot.
I know. I know.
Can you believe it?
It feels like I've had some spiked eggnog with that last
That
week.
sounds like it, eh?
Yeah.
You know what? We all have our good days.
Come on, there you
our
go.
good and bad days. You
It's
know
holiday
what?
season.
No eggnog here, but who needs it? Because I'm seeing some duck.
I
and
see some duck.
some delectable food ingredients. We
Love
are
it.
joined by the one and only Chef Warren Berman of Great Temptations Catering. Oh, and does he ever tempt us with his lovely fare? Welcome back to the show.
Give it up for Chef Warren.
Always
Come
a
on.
pleasure to see you. And you know what? The food is always so unique.
Yep.
So many different
So
elements
beautiful.
going on. Huge party. So what are we making today?
Today we're going to do duck breasts, and I'm going to explain how you can roast a whole duck and what you can do with the extra parts.
Yeah.
And we're going to do with two different kinds of condiments. I've got a miso almond butter
Love
made
it.
with Marcona almonds, which are from Spain, and I've got a truffle butter, which I know
Oh
Christian
my
just
Christian might
just
have a
hates
hard
truffles.
time with that, yeah.
And then I've got an apple cider reduction that we'll drizzle over the miso almond one, and we'll put some fresh truffles on the.
Love
Oh, me so excited. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay,
Me so hungry.
so we have our duck.
Oh, the duck. Hello.
So, if you're going to do this at home, the first thing people always forget is you have to go inside and remove the heart and kidneys.
Hello.
Ooh, people end up by mistake cooking
Cooking
it
it,
with
right.
that plastic in there.
This is the neck, just so you know.
Yeah.
Makes great gravy, kids.
Oh, chef.
Ouch.
Oh,
now I'm
we
finally
just had a
clued in.
moment.
Yeah, yeah.
We just had a moment.
We had a moment, and I don't know if you clued in. Okay.
Okay, so with a duck, what you can do if you're going to roast it whole instead of a turkey, you want to rinse it out very thoroughly, pat it dry, and then you can season it with salt, pepper, and you can stuff it. If you're going to stuff it, you have to make sure that the stuffing reaches a temperature of 107 degrees. That way nobody gets sick.
Okay.
I would stuff it with pecans and bread and
What
mushrooms.
about apples? A lot of people do apples.
You can do
right?
apples, but you know you gotta play with it. I mean, I've done sausage stuffings and oyster stuffings, and you gotta be have fun with it.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do though is I'm gonna show you how to debone a duck. Now, one of the things I couldn't make for Christian today, and I know he's mad at me,
Oh, yeah.
is what we would do with the legs in a restaurant is we'd make something called duck confit.
Yeah.
And what you would do with the legs is you would cure them for 2 days with a dry rub, and then you would basically take duck fat that's been rendered down, and you would put these in the oven for about 4.5 hours and cook
Wow.
it in the duck fat.
Duck fat with duck fat.
Duck fat with duck
Yum.
fat.
Awesome.
This is a delicacy. It's like foie gras. It's like heart attack on a plate.
Yeah.
And what's the difference
Yeah.
between foie gras then?
Well, because foie gras is the
that.
actual liver.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a confit of the leg. So you can use it as a, I mean, I've done duck 3 ways where I take the wings and the breasts and the legs, make confit, and have 3 different elements on the plate and
Love it.
3 different
Love
sauces.
Wow.
So we're going to take the legs off.
Viewer discretion is advised if you're a vegetarian, by the way. Just thought
Hey,
I'd
man, this is the
throw
real
it out
deal.
there.
Things don't come
Yeah.
in covered plastic, man.
No, this is the real deal, isn't it?
Okay. Now, the other thing, too, you don't want to, as I've always told you on the show, we don't want to waste anything. So we would use the bones for a nice duck stock, and that you can make sauces with if you choose.
Did you hear that, kids?
We're hearing some.
Our
friends in our control room
crew's having
are
a great
losing
time.
it.
Sorry, kids, McDonald's isn't everyday food.
No, it's way. Okay, we're not going to go there.
Look at this.
Almost
Cutting
got
down the
myself a
backbone.
lawsuit.
Beautiful.
So you cut down the keel bone, okay, and then you bring your knife down through the wishbone.
There we go. Hello?
I wish.
I wish
wish.
you didn't hear that. Is that what you're saying?
Love it.
Sorry.
Love
Look
it,
at
love
that-
it.
look
So
at that
people
meat.
typically make the duck because it is a little more, let's say, delectable with the fat, right? It's
Yeah.
very fatty.
But
It's
it's
your
also-
fattiest bird, would you say?
No, I'd say goose is probably more fat.
is
Would
fatty,
you say,
okay.
Christian?
Well, yeah, you know, it depends. Depends where they've been raised, you know, and how they've been
Yeah, if
raised.
they're in France, they're definitely fatter.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like, people, there's a lot of controversy about duck and goose, about the way they're raised, but at the same time, I guess their quality of life, if I was fed beer and oats.
Well, in Chicago, and it's just been lifted, when I was down there 2 years ago, they had banned foie gras. There
Really?
was this movement. None of the restaurants or the high-end restaurants would serve it.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because of what Christian just said.
Yeah.
The way they're force-fed, and, you know, it's funny because, you know, all the other animals we eat, people don't seem to have a problem with the way they're handled.
No, especially stuff like cattle that's being fed, ground up, you know.
Chicken is the worst.
Other
I
meat.
always
Yeah,
say
exactly.
Get into that, but
I know, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take the wing bones off.
I love the breast meat of a duck is the most beautiful color. It's just gorgeous.
Now, also with the duck, People think with chicken, you know, chicken you have to cook through. You can eat duck rare,
Exactly.
Really?
which I'm gonna do medium rare for you because I know
Sure.
you know. So
I'm not so used
now
to
you have two different types of duck. The
yeah.
most popular ducks in Ontario are Brome Lake, which are smaller, and Moulard, which are nice big breasts.
Yeah.
So what you do is you want to trim off the excess fat. We're gonna get our frying pan here, nice and hot.
Get it going.
Yeah, because what we're gonna do is
And Chef Berman, let's explain one thing too that's great about cutting. If you buy the whole duck this way, the amount of money you're saving. If you're buying,
huge.
If you're buying duck breasts that are fresh, but they're packaged, you're looking at man, I don't know how
Huge.
much a pound, but really expensive.
So what I'm doing now is I'm
Scoring the fat.
scoring the fat because we're going to render it down, which I'm going to show you. And what that happens is it crisps up
Yeah.
the skin,
Love
but
it.
it takes a lot of the real
Excess
fatty fat,
Love it.
and then it's very delectable, as Christian knows.
Love it.
Nice. Looking forward to it. So you score it on both
Yeah. So those are our two breasts. So now what I'm going to do is I
sides.
brought my hand
Hand
sanitizer because we don't have a
sanitizer.
sink here.
No.
Now, here we have Spanish Marcona almonds, not olives. And if you take those in a standard almond, the flavor difference is incredible.
Really?
I'm going to let Christian go because
Sure.
I know Christian's
Oh yeah, he's the
You want me to put
connoisseur.
him in? Oh,
No,
taste
he's
them?
gonna taste them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're not the only taster around here. I'm
Well,
gonna have to try. So what's okay? Sorry. You know what? We actually have to go to a break very shortly, and we're gonna find out what's unique about these almonds.
Absolutely.
How we're gonna put this all together, and you know how delicious it does in
You
fact
got it.
taste. Meantime, Great Temptations Catering. The website is on our web link right there at rogerstv.com/Daytime Durham. And stick with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes with Chef Warren Berman.
Got it.
Stick with
Lauren,
us.
Give it.
Welcome back to Daytime. Well, you know what? The aroma in here,
Loving
I
it.
wish you could smell it. We have got Chef Warren Berman with us of Great Temptations Catering, and we're putting together a beautiful duck, right?
Yep.
So far, bringing us up to speed, what have we done last segment for those
Well,
just tuning in?
What we did was we took a whole duck and we deboned it. We've scored the fat. What I'm going to do now is season it.
Yep.
Now, one duck I'm just going to season with salt and pepper mixture. The other one's going to get a little salt and pepper mixture, but the one we're going to put the miso almond butter on, which I'll explain in a minute, we're going to put a little Sancho. Sancho pepper is a Japanese pepper.
Yeah.
It comes from a pepper tree called the ash in Japan. And smell.
It's almost sweet and
Yeah.
citrusy.
Awesome.
Really?
Love that stuff.
Let
Yeah.
me. That's interesting.
Okay, so we're going to get our ducks in the...
That'll be beautiful with the fat.
Or it's herbal too.
Yeah,
This is
it's-
fascinating.
The Japanese
Okay.
have some amazing seasonings. So we're going to let those guys go. Now,
They like me so hot.
the...
We're gonna have too much fun with that miso
We
stuff.
sure
you've
are.
got.
Yes,
Okay.
so. Now this will take about, if you're going to render it properly, you want to render about 20 minutes on a medium heat. So it's
Okay.
nice and crispy.
Yeah.
You turn it over for 2 seconds to sear the juices in, so we talked about on the show before, and then we'll put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Now, because of the beauty of television, we're going to
Yeah.
flip our board over here.
A little flipperoo, yes.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take our breasts. So once your breasts have been rendered, that's what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can see how this. So what we're going to do is we're going to slice it.
Okay.
Now this is a little more well done. So that's going to be for you,
Okay.
because I know you're not a. It's
Well,
a
I'm
lot of
just
people. A
not
lot of people. A
sure
lot of
about
people.
it.
Listen, I
That's
worked
all.
downtown in a restaurant 15 years ago, and I did rare duck,
Yeah.
medium rare duck, and people freaked. They just
No
can't
way.
get their head around it because they say
Chef,
chicken.
this isn't cooked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They think of it as chicken. Well, no, it's not chicken.
It's not.
So we'll put it on our little tray here.
Love it.
Interesting. It looks
And we're-
great though. It smells
love it.
delicious.
Put it in the oven to heat up, and we're gonna.
This time of year where you got to treat yourself and have fun with this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's what cooking is all about. I mean,
And that would go great with both like a white wine, but also
And
like
red,
red,
white.
yeah.
You know,
you want to serve it with risotto, some nice greens, asparagus.
God.
So I'll explain these butters. So this is a miso almond. So what we did is we took the Marcona almonds, miso paste. Miso paste is Japanese. It's made from soybeans, and it's used in a lot of flavorings, soups, and things in Japanese cooking. There's some mirin, which is a Japanese cooking wine, but there's no salt in it. It's got a very sweet.
it's gorgeous. It goes great with that.
And then we have some honey.
I feel like drinking it. It's very nice.
The truffle butter is made with truffles, some garlic, some shallots, salt, pepper, and puree it.
Love it.
And then what we did with the apple cider is
Yeah.
we took 4 liters and we just reduced it right down.
Right.
I feel like the amount of prep time behind everything else is so elaborate,
it-
right?
but
Because
see-
you're reducing so many things.
That's a lot of love,
It
baby.
is a lot
Come
of love.
on.
Yeah.
I'm teaching kids in Pickering. I did a class in the fall and I'm doing a class in January. To me, cooking is all foundation. It's all flavor building, all different layers. And what's supposed to happen at the end is they all culminate
Yeah.
and you get your end product.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your ta-da.
But a lot of people don't want to do it. It takes, like you said, there's a lot of
We
prep.
call
time.
it a tastegasm.
Exactly.
Sorry about that, folks.
That's
It's
good.
just what we call it,
I
yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of those around here, don't
yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is like, food porn around
Yeah,
here.
food porn. So these are truffles. They come from Perigo. They are indeed found from pigs. They're the most expensive mushroom in the world.
Yeah.
Take a smell.
Very special pig that finds it, too,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I love these.
Really?
Love it. Love it.
Okay.
So you're going to try these today.
Okay.
You'll like it. So we're going to see how our ducks are doing.
I'm curious.
There's this one dish, I can't remember the name, but it's something, I'm going to work in Italy, and it's just an open-faced egg with shaved truffle.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Really?
And it's so expensive. I just want to try it. Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do is our ducks should be nice and hot now.
Nice and hot. With
Hot
just
duck.
1 minute left, we're going to put this all
All
together.
together.
Oh, it's all good. We're happy
And
campers
it all
here.
comes together so very quickly, too, doesn't it? Love it, love it, love it.
Love it.
Any
Okay.
big events you're catering to for the holiday season?
Yeah, actually, I'm doing some Christmas dinners. People are some families just don't want to do it. It's a lot of work.
Of course.
yes.
So we have our miso butter here, almonds. We're going to drizzle a little of the apple cider on it.
I don't know if we have
So
folks in here.
nice.
Oh.
Oh,
Some
Christian
more almonds?
has
30
to
seconds
try
of
it
this is not fair.
now.
Look at it.
Okay, here's a fork.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Truffle butter.
Truffle butter.
Oh, baby. Yeah, we're going to have to try one from each.
And some
today.
fresh truffles.
Oh, man.
And there we go.
And ta-da!
Ta-da.
This is lovely.
Chef Berman, come on.
Always
Great
a
Temptations
pleasure.
Catering.
Great temptation.
Great chef. Hire this guy. He's amazing.
Thank you, guys. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You too.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. We're going to a break, and you know what? We're going to be talking about tips for eating well and enjoying the festive season with naturopath Dr. Rajesh Ragbeer. And remember to go online and vote on our web poll. We want to know what's your favorite animated Christmas special.
The Grinch.